Hello everyone out there in the YouTube universe. It's getting close to 1 o'clock now. I'm making a second video of the night. This video is in response to Tool Time and his video Art and the Artist's Personal Integrity. Now he's making this video in response to Cody Weber at Saturn Films. I think it's called Saturn Films. I could be wrong on that assumption. Essentially, what I gather is Cody essentially talks about artists, particularly Michael Jackson, and their integrity has nothing to do with the art they create. Now, Tool Time, sorry, I'm not sure of your actual name, you go on to ask us at the end to give our personal opinions on this. Now, I don't think a person's personal integrity has anything to do with the art they create. I think that there's a lot of musicians out there that have drug addictions, per se. And some of them probably are harmful for what they do, but I'm sure a lot of them benefit half the time. You know, they have more profound thought or a more creative way of viewing a lyrical piece of theirs, if you will. Now I say this, and I'm going to go more specifically to the Beatles. Now here's a time when doing drugs is perfectly norm, you know. It's like smoking or drinking nowadays, you know. We do it at a leisurely pace and we think nothing of it. Now, objective to say, they were some of the best, they were the best band ever to grace our ears with music. Now, with the exception of Paul McCartney nowadays, they're all dead for different reasons, and we all know that John Lennon was a great user of said drugs, and regardless of the personal integrity nowadays that you'd get ridiculed for, you know, drugs are horribly bad for you and they alter your perception. These men are still greatly perceived as some of the greatest musicians of all time, you know, if not the greatest. Going back to Michael Jackson, as much as I hate to talk about it, he is the king of pop. No questions asked. You can't look at this man and say that because of the things he may or may have not done, that it ruins his personal integrity at all. You know, before he was brought on any of these accusations, you know, from Jackson 5 to now, like, he started off making beautiful music, you know, music that's catchy, and his dancing was phenomenal, and people have been learning from and copying and you know, benefiting from said things for so long, that to contribute, you know, some wrongdoings he may have done in the past, to contribute to anything that he has done, you know, in the studio or artistically at all, would be blasphemous towards his name. Like, you can say he's a pedophile, fine, but to say he was a lesser of an artist because of it, I don't think you can make that assumption. I think there's lots of things that, you know, you can base someone's integrity on and say it would skew some part of his life, you know, like him owning his great ranch, you know, that kids came and stayed. That, based on his integrity and what he may or may have not done, That, sure, base them on that. But his artistic lyrics and his dancing and his views on or his contribution to the music world. I don't think you can tie those two things together because they're completely separate. Just like any artist, great artists nowadays are. All I'm saying is we shouldn't forgive him for what he did, but don't make his life's work any lesser because of it. Thank you. I'm Deceptive Soul once again with you, I guess. Peace out.